Miami football 2019, position by position, right here at the Voice of College Football. Mark Rogers TV talking Canes. We've got the Wholesome One on the line. And of course, you can help us build the channel by grabbing the Amazon link in the description section below and join me for 2 exclusive live streams. The other link that you see right there in the description below, where you grab that link and it's the Voice of College Football community for 2 exclusive live streams with me talking directly with you on college football. And we talked directly today with the Wholesome One, Dwayne Holloway on Miami. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing wonderful, Mark. A great opportunity. We spoke about the big boys up front, both O-line and D-line. We've talked about the headhunters at linebacker. We've talked about bringing back DBU. We've even spoke about the elite speed on the outside. Let's bring it back in. Let's walk ourselves back to the single caller, the conversation everybody wants to talk about. Let's finish out tight ends, running backs, and quarterbacks here on Mark Rogers TV.
All right, let's go with the tight ends. You've got a good crop of them, always have, and run them down for us.
So, Brevin Jordan, a name that a lot of people didn't know, 6'1.5", 6'2" build height, 245 pounds going into his sophomore year. A freshman All-American campaign while being hurt, put up 32 receptions, 287 yards, and 4 touchdowns. He's number 9, so make sure you look out for that. Not only are those 4 touchdowns, but one of those touchdowns was the game-winning bomb versus hated rival Florida State here in Miami. The first win at home since 2003 in the Orange Bowl when Frank Gore was in college. So that he has a great, him and N'Kosi Perry will go down in Miami Hurricanes history for that bomb and that performance they had versus the hated Seminoles. But Brevin Jordan made plays all season. If you don't believe me, go ahead and check out YouTube. Just type it on in, Brevin Jordan highlights at Miami. He did a wonderful job as a freshman. And to stand out as a freshman, which at the University of Miami, we've had this crop of tight ends over the last decade to where people really didn't get a chance to show out as freshmen. They had to sit and wait until their sophomore, junior year. This young man was a top 3 tight end coming out of the class of 2018 and showed why, going out there and made big-time plays for the University of Miami this past season. Now, the young man who only had 1 touchdown this season against Savannah State, 5 receptions for 37 yards, goes by the name of Will Mallory. I call him Baby Brock, okay? Number 85. He's 6'5", 230 pounds, also a sophomore. Shout out to Alonzo1219 for getting me on the train with Will Mallory, because Will Mallory suffered a very big season-ending injury early in the season in that exact same game, Savannah State, but came back this year while Brevin Jordan was out for the spring of 2019 and has showed out. One of the most consistent hands, one of the best route running ability, and had a very big spring game. I believe 4 or 5 receptions for almost 100 yards against the first-team defense. And we all know how well our defense plays at the University of Miami. And Will Mallory made big-time plays in that game. And he's kind of hard to stop at 6'5", 230 pounds. Now, coming up is a name that's very familiar to everyone, the playmaker's son, Michael Irvin. But he's the second. 6'3", 250-pound redshirt junior. 9 receptions for 78 yards in his career. Hasn't really had the opportunity. People have come and passed him by. But now with a refocus, a different strength and conditioning coach that isn't about packing on all that bad muscle and all that weight onto his frame. This young man was a wide receiver in high school turned tight end in college. And now he's able to bring down that weight. He's closer to about 230 now, Mark. Getting that bad weight off of him, and he's been making plays in the spring also. Without number 1 tight end Brevin Jordan being out, him and Will Mallory are the 1-2 punch. Michael Irvin II is a better blocker and the best hands on the team. But as far as having his focus all the way in on football, giving 110 into the game, and turning that corner as a playmaker, it takes some people some time. This young man is one of those players that's a late bloomer, and he will get receptions this year and make plays for us. Number 88, Brian Palendi, 6'6", 230-pound redshirt sophomore, won't have as much opportunity to play at the University of Miami with all of these great tight ends in front of him. But when Brian gets in the game, he does the best of his ability. He only has one reception for 14 yards. Maybe a transfer, maybe later on, it's depending on how things go with people being younger than him, 2 sophomores with big-time playability, and him being around for 3 seasons already and not doing as much. He might be a transfer, but when Brian gets in the game, he's a good run blocker, more solid downhill type blocker than he is a receiving type tight end, but he can come in as an H-back sometimes also and counter and kick out ends. But when he does catch the ball, he does a pretty good job with it in his hands. And the incoming freshman, Larry Hodges, 6'2", 231 pounds. He's down to about 225, 223. The receiver tight end out of all of them. He's the lightest. He's matched up for the shortest with Brevin Jordan, but he is a pure slot type tight end. He's not an inline type tight end, but his route running is receiver-esque. His hands are tight end, and he's able to come and do something in the run game. This young man is a future great. He was almost 1,000-yard receiver at tight end in high school. And that doesn't really happen a lot in today's high school football. But his playmaking ability is big time. At every 7-on-7, he would go out and play out wide receiver. And he would stand out in all film, and Rivals actually had him listed as the number 2 tight end in the state of Florida. So he's doing a very good job. And I'll add in fullback Relis George to this group. 6'2", 245-pound fullback, ready to turn the corner and knock some heads for the University of Miami, moving into the 2019 and 2020 seasons coming along.
Got the wholesome one on the line, talking Miami football, getting us all set for training camp, which opens the first week of August. And of course, just prior to that, ACC Media Days that we will be all over. And you need to get all over the Amazon link in the description section below to help us build the channel. Do your Amazon shopping using that link. And also 2 exclusive live streams at the Voice of College Football community. Join the community. Jump on those 2 exclusive live streams. The link is down below. Join me for an exclusive live stream where we talk directly one-on-one or maybe 3-on-1. A roundtable discussion on college football with me, and also I respond directly to your viewer comments that we've received over 40,000 here on YouTube year to date.